Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Phil Man, Phil the God, and I have a sort of different type of video today. Well, I was going to react to a couple NBA games today, so I'm gonna switch it up. So we're going straight away from basketball. So, and that other video, when I said I want to switch it up the channel a little bit, well, let's backtrack. So the idea came from Taekwondo. If y'all don't know who Taekwondo is, he's like he like a dating coach kind of. He give like dudes advice to how to talk to girls and everything like that. And so like as I was watching his videos, it kind of sparked the idea, but not as far as like what he doing. I'm kind of doing like as far as like who to watch out for, as far as like if you want to consider them a friend, uh, how to say spot people that's always negative or people that's just using you, manipulating you to make you feel bad because of what they doing, even though they the ones doing it type shit. So that's what I want to do as far as that. So shout out to Taekwondo for sparking the idea for me. Go ahead and check out his channel. Real funny dude. Shout out to Dudley Duds. And this video is called Top Signs of a Fake Friend. So we're gonna get into it. I watched a little bit of it, and then he breaking down what I wanted to get into. So let's get into it.
How to know when to cut off fake friends, and that's a great question. So I'm gonna break it down like this again. The first thing I want to say is you are who you hang out with.
Facts. All right, so what he said, you are who you hang out with. If you hanging around people, let's say you got something going on as far as like you want to get into rapping, music, or you trying to go to college for basketball or whatever, anything like that. If you hang around like if you trying to do that, and then the people you hanging around not on that type of wave you on, it's gonna come up to a decision where you got to make that choice. Like, all right, do I keep them around, or do I have to separate myself to be a better person? Because they still doing the same stuff, but you trying to elevate yourself. So that's what a lot of people now, like younger people, y'all gotta have that mindset. Like, okay, if I'm trying to, I have a dream of going to the NBA, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to a D1. I'm a D1 type player. I'm going to a D1 college, and I have aspirations to go to the NBA. You can't have those type of dreams or goals, and the people that you hanging around with, they trying to play the corner, or they trying to do this. They trying to smoke all the time. You can't be around them people because then it's going to affect you, and you gonna get caught up in some mess because you hang around them. So now everything gonna fall back on you. So you feel me? So now you gotta take an account, like, okay, I gotta separate myself. But yeah, you are who you hang around, so you gotta watch out for all that stuff, man.
So one sign that you can definitely see that will tell you to cut off a fake friend is this: if you're constantly pouring into them more than they are pouring into you.
Facts.
You see, there is no such thing as getting something for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you first come into this world, you take your breath, you breathe in, and then you breathe out and you give it back. It's called the law of exchange. You see, whatever you take, you got to give back. It's a law.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. It should be 50-50 down the middle. It shouldn't be no 100%. Like it shouldn't be no 100%. Like if y'all cool like that, even if you talking to a girl. And like it shouldn't be no 100%. Like you should be. That's just my opinion. I know a lot of people got different opinions. Like when they talk to girls or how girls feel about dudes approaching them and stuff like that. I feel like it's 50-50. Like there should be some type of, in the middle that we got to meet up to. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like just as friends. Like if we talking as friends, like okay, like it shouldn't just be one sided. Like I shouldn't be like this doing all this and then like you're not really fucking with me for real. And then personally, me, if they come out like that, I'm just gonna fall back immediately and I'm just gonna go about my day. But that's why this video is good for people that are like kind of not too sure about like if somebody being fake or they being shady around you and you call them your brother, your friend, or whatever. Like this video is good for y'all.
Provide something. So if you find yourself around people who are not adding value to you,
I'm probably gonna cut it short a little bit.
That you're giving to them, unfortunately, that may be a sign that you got to cut them off. And there's nothing wrong with pouring into your friends. That's what a real friend is for. But if you find yourself around people that every time you get on the phone, you're the one that's positive and you're thinking good thoughts, you're wanting to do different things and elevate, and they're like dead weight.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as you progress, as you become more free and think and embark on new journeys, they're going to be like dead weight and hold you down. So that's one sure sign that you may need to cut that person off. You know, it's definitely hard when you're trying to do something, you're trying to grind and accomplish all of your goals.
Exactly what I just said, bro.
The company that you keep,
they're not on the same
okay
wave
with being stagnant.
Yeah.
They're not
trying to
really
improve. They're not trying to do nothing. They're trying to do the same shit every day.
Comfortable. And that's understandable because that's our humanly nature. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we're faced with something that is uncomfortable, our natural instinct is to go back to the place of familiarity because we like things that are comfortable and familiar. But any great thing to be achieved is going to be met with some form of resistance.
Mm-hmm.
And I can assume that if you're watching my channel, you're at least conscious to some extent, whether you eat healthy, you work out, or you're on a quest for self-mastery, meaning that you're just trying to better your life all around and become well-rounded.
I like his videos.
So
this is my first time watching this video. He detailed with his videos.
If they're
but this nice right here, just like he talking and then you got the lady climbing the mountain and stars like she trying to get to something. I like that.
Every time you get on the phone, they don't have anything to offer you. They don't have any value to add back to you. It's always you pointing to them. That's not cool. And you know, I've unfortunately had to cut off a lot of my homeboys who they're still the same that they were when they were 18, 19, and 20. They're stagnant. They still in the club. They still smoking weed, chasing women, doing the same thing. And I had to elevate out of that mindset because I'm on a quest for something greater. It's bigger than me. So I had to remove myself from that situation. And you got to understand that everybody ain't able to sit at your table. This journey isn't for...
That's the realest shit ever, bro. Not everybody able to sit at your table. It's kind of weird wording. But I forgot what the phrase was. People say, I'm trying to think. I think it's for me. I use I want to see everybody eat, just not at my table. That's what I use, and I feel like that's a good thing to live by. Like you're not hating. That's like you're not hating on nobody. Like you want to see people win. You want to see people grow. You know what I'm saying? But just not at my table. Like at my table, I got my brothers and my family with me. And that's who I want to see win. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like I'm pouring into them. I'm letting them know like, yo, you know what I'm saying? If you do this, you know what I'm saying? If you put your all into it, you know what I'm saying? You could go somewhere with it. And I'm constantly telling them the shit like that, and they listen to it. So I want to see everybody eat, just not at my table. You feel me? Like I'll watch you win from a distance, but you know what I'm saying? I can't let you win at my table. You feel me? Because I'm trying to win for my damn self. Like. I got to a point in life where I was constantly happy to see people like doing good, like people I grew up with and all that shit. I'm like, they doing good, okay, cool, they doing good, cool. But at the same time, I want to see myself do good, you know what I'm saying? So like now it's just like, shit, all that humble stuff coming out the door. Like I'm trying to get everything I deserve at the same time. So that's the realest statement. That's a real life statement.
Everybody, and a fun fact, the majority of rich people actually don't have many friends at all. Some of them have very tight circles. Matter of fact, comment down below if you think that you have a good friend around you or friends or a good circle.
For me,
down below,
I think I got a great circle.
Comment down below, I have a good circle around me.
And for me to say great, and this is just going off the video. This is like what I want to get into. So I'm probably gonna stop here. So I want to talk about what I got into. So as far as like a brotherhood, like for anybody that's ever played sports like basketball, football, soccer, whatever, like when